What's up, guys? I figured I'd do a video to show you guys everything I've learned about the command blocks, because there's a lot of stuff that's really helpful that Okay, so originally we were going to use the Pixelmon spawners along with in our ruins to make gems, but those don't work because the information doesn't get saved in the ruin. So we can use command blocks instead. Oh, you know what? I haven't even tried to spawn a command block. Well, I think I've heard though that command blocks spawn well, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. Anyways. Okay, so the first thing is that most of you are going to be building in a flat creative world, and things tend to get really spread out. So the first use would be a teleporter. So I went and got the coordinates for all these areas, and then oh right, I forgot to tell you how to get the command block. Let's see. There it is, right there. Oh, that's, by the way, that was Ditto Clipboard Manager. If you're not using it, well, I don't even know what you're doing with your life. But, okay, so, see, it's just give player name, Minecraft : command _ block 16. Or, I gave myself 16 of them, but that's just the number of them that you give to yourself. So, you can use that, and then you will be able to get these blocks and place them everywhere and do all sorts of fun stuff. Each one can have one command in it, and then it can trigger another one next to it, or it can trigger redstone, which you would want to do that, and then if it successfully completes, then it'll trigger this stuff. So anyways, I don't know why that was triggered automatically, but anyways, it's supposed to be off by default. Right, so yeah, so I have this, and then I just have the signpost saying where it goes, and this little button. It doesn't have to be made out of gold blocks. I rarely use them, and with the Chroma Hills and the Seuss, it's really pretty. I really like it. Saw the redstone reflecting off of it there. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, then you just press this button, and boom, I'm at my hub world, or my hub area. So then I can go back to Browntown, and then, oh, that was actually where I just was. And I can go to Hilltown. Boom. See, there's that. Right. And let's see, where's all the rest of my stuff that I'm going to show? I think it's at Fossil Rock, obviously. Okay, and then I can go to Fossil Rock, right? And so this helps because as you're doing your designs for your ruins, you'll probably end up with a bunch of these floating base plates everywhere, and they're all real spread out. So yeah, it just helps you get to and from each area. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you how to do is a player detector, right? So watch this piston right here. So as I get closer, boom, see, it turns on, leave, goes down, okay? And that is accomplished by using two things. One is I've got a command block doing the test for at player with a range of 20. And the second is the clock, which the clock is a standard, Minecraft thing. I think it's been around for a while, but I'll just build one real quick. I think I got everything I need. Okay, so essentially it consists of a block with a torch on it, and then two repeaters that are facing opposite directions, and then you connect them on this side. And then it starts pulsing. And I believe it's because this is an inverter, and then these are essentially diodes. So because of the way that it works, it just, it just cycles through. And you can actually change the hertz at which it cycles. See, so by extending these out. So yeah. Okay, so that's your standard clock. So well, I'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so yeah, I've got it. Essentially, it tests this every time it flashes. It does that test for command, and if it successfully, if I am in there, it'll send data out the comparator, which will then send out, the redstone signal, lift up this piston. So that's pretty neat. And let's see, you can see that it doesn't turn off while I'm in it, like between clock pulses. Because essentially, before it'll say, stop doing the redstone, it needs to get a negative result from the test. So if you wanted it to kind of appear a little bit more random, you could have it go slow like that. And then see, it wouldn't always, because of how infrequently it checks, you wouldn't really see how close I was. It's got a range of 20, but because it didn't check for so long, it appeared that time that it was a long time before I got there. And then see here, it's a little bit further. So if you want to have like a random feel to a trigger, that would be a good way to do it. Plus, I think it's less lag on the server when you have them slow like that. So, okay, the other one is powering a test 4, which has got a set position. So it's going to test a set position with a range of 3. And that is this area over here. And this is a fun thing that I've done, which is, boom, Boss Charizard, yay! See, so you can actually set these command blocks to Pokespawn, Charizard, and then here you've got boss 1, 2, 3, or 4, which are the 4 different difficulties of boss. And yeah, now, obviously there's no way to limit it without the Pixelmon spawner. So with the Pixelmon spawner, you could say only have one of them, but since you're just doing a Pokespawn command, then people can obviously exploit this, but whatever. You could probably come up. Actually, you could use what I'm going to show you how to do next to get rid of it, if you were so inclined. Although you probably wouldn't want to, because then a gem would spawn. And well, here, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so right now I have this set up, ring bell for service with a button, and then attached to this command block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do summon villager. Now, the way this works is you say summon villager, then these tildes mean relative to the command block, so I'm just going to spawn 4 in the air above it because it's XYZ. And then you can customize all the stuff inside of them, which there's a link to an Imager album that has a lot of information about it, or you can just Google it. But essentially, yeah, you set them up. And then you set up what he offers. Each one is considered a recipe. So I've got, he'll sell 99 of item 4121, or excuse me, 4350 for item 4121. And you can actually do a buy 2 if you want them to have to pay for 2 things in order to get it. So once I get that in there, I've got a second block that'll trigger that'll set the block 1x negative to it into dirt. So what that's going to do is people aren't going to be able to exploit my shopkeeper right here. So when I right-click it, I get one of them here. See, he's Butthole Man, and then boom, this is no longer has the ability to spawn these guys. So obviously, if you wanted it in something like this, where if you wanted to have a shop guy appear up in here or something, let's see. Probably, I wonder if I can fit a, I don't think I can fit a clock up here, but I might be able to rearrange some things. But anyways, you could put a clock up here and then have the 2 command blocks, and then as soon as a player entered one of the doors, you could set the range for sorry, let me just do this here. So, sorry, I probably didn't need to do that in the video, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, so you would try to cram it somewhere in there, and I guess I probably could have built this higher had I known this before I designed this ruin. So maybe I might have to get a little squirrely with this to get the guy in there. But anyways, yeah, you would just set the range, put it in the middle of the thing, and then set the range to where if the player walked through either one of the doors, it would trigger the player detector, and then spawn the guy, and then turn the block into dirt. So that would be your how to get around exploits and things. So anyways, yeah, so that's about it. There's probably a few other things that I'm forgetting, but that should be able to get you guys started, at least in terms of making your own gyms and Pokeshops and stuff that spawn. So there you go. Have fun.